Are you interested in buying a taxi medallion or looking for TLC insurance? Reach out to Westway Taxi at 212-977-4590.
Black Car News editor and publisher Neil Weiss focuses his editorial on industry advocates' push to include independent contractors and no tax on tips bill. Neil writes, a bill that was recently introduced by Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Vern Buchanan, seeking to exclude tips from being taxed, up to a certain level anyway, has recently been gaining traction, although it has many tax experts scratching their heads. Whether the legislation would blow a giant hole in state and national budgets or spur spending by giving people more disposable income, as the bill's supporters contend, is not a topic I feel equipped to answer. But I know one thing for sure: if they're going to offer this exemption to employees, the independent contractor drivers in our industry deserve the same. Neil continues, unfortunately, in the rush to put the bill together, the trade group, the Flex Association, says 7.3 million active app-based workers in the U.S. would be left out, while restaurant and casino workers would enjoy the financial windfall. Thankfully, industry advocates from the Transportation Alliance, the Black Car Fund, Uber, and DoorDash notice and have actively been pursuing legislators, pushing them to adjust the bill before it's voted on in May. Neil concludes his article stating, I strongly believe it would be a travesty for this legislation to be passed into law without including our industry's independent contractors. Our industry's drivers deserve better pay and working conditions, but I'm not sure this is the answer. We'll know soon enough whether this bill becomes law. But if it does, only time will tell what the outcome will be for our nation's finances, which affects every one of us. In his monthly column, Ira Goldstein, executive director of the Black Car Fund, shares his industry insights and thoughts on several topics. Ira starts his column off with concerns about changes in JFK pickup rules for non-taxi for hire vehicles. Starting Tuesday, May 13th, from 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. each day, pickups at Terminal 4 will move back to Lot 66, the same location that was used last year for this terminal. Outside of these times, pickups will remain at the terminal frontage. Meanwhile, starting Tuesday, May 6th, all FHV customer pickups, regardless of time, will be relocated to the Howard Beach Ride App and Car Services pickup lot next to the AirTrain station. The Port Authority of New York and New Jersey has stated that this new lot will be added to GPS mapping services like Google Maps once the lot is open. Like last year, these changes only affect pickups, not drop-offs. Also, as was the case last year initially, these changes will only affect FHVs, not yellow cabs or private vehicles. These changes are frankly as bad as we could have imagined. Once again, the government is picking the winners and losers by banishing FHVs while yellows and private vehicles get preferential treatment. This is despite the fact that FHVs pay significantly more in airport access fees. Also, for Terminals 5 and 7, the trip for passengers to actually get to their ride is estimated to be over 30 additional minutes. Some percentage of passengers will find other options. Ira also addresses the ongoing American transit insurance crisis. As we wrote in the letter, the struggles of American Transit Insurance Company, long the insurer of last resort for thousands of drivers, highlights the fragility of a system plagued by rising claims costs, many of which are being artificially inflated by third-party litigation funders. We believe the state budget should include language that would require disclosures about litigation funding agreements, cap interest rates and fees, and allow courts to evaluate the legal arrangements. By doing so, it would not only increase transparency and oversight of litigation funding, but also possibly help stabilize the insurance market, which would ultimately reduce costs for drivers. Finally, Ira concludes with some positive news from recent Black Car Fund events. In April, we held our very first resource fair for upstate drivers at the North Tonawanda Football Hall of Fame near Buffalo. Our partners at Drivers Benefits joined us as we met with covered drivers from the area to discuss what we do and all the benefits we provide. The event was a great success, with many drivers stopping by to speak with us and learn about their protections and benefits. Everyone who came went home with a BCF door prize, and many others went home with some great raffle wins like Rove dashcams, Halo bolt units, and hundreds of dollars in gift cards to AutoZone, Pep Boys, and Speedway. I want to thank all the drivers who stopped by as we work to spread awareness throughout all of New York. We have already started planning our next Upstate Resource Fair, which will take place on September 15th and 16th. Keep your eyes peeled for more information on this event when we formally announce it. Remember, if you're a NYC TLC licensed driver or driver in New York State, please make sure to sign up for your Black Car Fund driver benefits. In Commissioner's Corner, NYC Taxi and Limousine Commission Chair David Daus shares valuable insights into the industry. Chair Daus writes, "Since October 2023, Green Rides has been a key piece of this administration's sustainability and accessibility goals. Our electric for hire vehicle fleet now tops 12,700, and we also have 33 electric yellow taxis. And the 169 million trip miles they've covered have curbed 40,000 metric tons of CO2 from entering our air. That benefits drivers and passengers, while protecting all New Yorkers from climate threats, improving our quality of life, and helping to build the green economy. Our fleet is also the most accessible it's ever been, with over 12,000 combined wheelchair-accessible vehicles and taxis. TLC drivers deserve credit for these gains, which have placed us a year ahead of schedule. While that's a very good thing, if you're an Uber or Lyft driver currently shopping for a new vehicle, making that vehicle an EV or a Wave would be a very, very smart choice." Daus concludes his column writing, "Thinking about your next vehicle might bring some angst, but that's why TLC provides free financial planning services and a host of other resources through the Owner/Driver Resource Center. You can email to make an appointment, odrc@tlc.nyc.gov, and various other city agencies are also at your disposal. TLC drivers are among the most vital small business owners we have in the city, and it's never too early to start planning and investing in your future.